Hi guys, we are going to be doing gentle yoga, and then I'm going to ask you to pause, or unless you want to get everything ready now, get your blanket and slippers and comfy stuff, or move to a real comfortable place in your house, and then we'll do some yoga nidra. So with this gentle flow, just a reminder, it's sometimes you want to go to a class where it's not so power or so many down dogs or so planking the whole time, but you still want to enjoy your yoga. So I would classify this as a moderate, not beginners or advanced, a moderate, gentle yoga. All right, so we're going to get started. Let's get here now by rooting through the sit bones. Eyes can either be closed or a gentle gaze at the ground. Just getting here in this moment now. Feeling the sit bones on the mat, picturing roots growing through the ground and grounding and centering. And then just starting to notice your body. So connecting your mind to your body. So you'd like to start an internal flashlight. Start it with your feet. And you're going to let that flashlight move all along your body without getting stuck. So if there's something uncomfortable or an ache, pain, sensation, just notice it and then keep scanning. And then when you get to your mind, just kind of see where you're at, see what's going on with your head today, and without judging yourself. This isn't about judgment. This is about being mindful in what's happening right now in your body and in your mind. So from there, you want to pay attention to your vertebrae, your spine. So if you've taken classes, if this is my level 2 watching, which is most of you, you want to stack your vertebrae as best you can. We're all built differently. And then without changing your breath, just noticing it. So noticing how you're breathing, and while you're doing that, just making sure you're not clenching the hands, so that your face is soft. And your comfortable seat, so you pick the way that you'd like to be sitting. It doesn't have to be just like this. Now we're going to deepen the breath, that big yogic breath. So deep breath in the stomach is going to expand and fill up, whatever word speaks to you. And as you exhale, you're going to push the old air out and kind of hollow out. So deep breath in, stomach expands. And on the exhale, pushing the old air out, either through your nose or through your mouth. And really big, deep, full breaths. Check back in with your spine, check back in with your face and hands, make sure nothing's tightened up. On the next deep breath in, you're going to bring your shoulders all the way up to the ears. Bring them back, and exhale, slide them down. Do that a couple times. Back and all the way down, plugging into the shoulders as you come down. Okay, trying to hold this, trying to keep this with you. Keep moving. Good. Now we're going to bring the arms up into goddess, or goalpost. Your hands would be this way. Up to you. Yogi's choice. But fingertips are real wide, spread real wide, and your chest is open. And you're going to feel that your core kind of kick in. You might start to feel it in your hips. That's okay. Or you can lean up against a wall. Breathe. Go nice and gentle and easy on yourself. Arms come all the way up, and now squeeze back into the shoulder blades. And continue that with your breath. So really pulling the shoulders back and down and exaggerating this movement, and using the breath and plugging in. Good. On this one, you're going to take a deep breath and keep your arms up and just move to a twist. All right, twist is going to kind of be the theme. A lot of classes, so deep breath in, you're getting taller. Exhale, you're twisting in the base of your spine and moving up. But we're going to be twisting a lot. I feel like a cleanse is good. Good, deep breath in, arms come up. Exhale, other side. Nice and easy, gentle twisting. One more time each side. Arms come up. Other side. Deep breath in, arms up, and other side. Beauty. Let's come on up into tabletop. And here, just spreading your fingertips real wide. Pressing into the knuckles. Knees are under hips, wrists are under shoulders. Neck is just straight out. Breathing. And just make a couple movements. We won't move into cat-cow here, but maybe you want to look behind. Find some freedom in your yoga. All right, I'm going to guide you, but maybe look behind. If that feels good, keep with that. Maybe you want to come back. Maybe you want to come forwards. Maybe you want to move in a circle. Find what feels good for you now and kind of do that. And make those movements that, oh wow, I was a little tight in my low back or hips. Make those movements and find your freedom. You don't have to do exactly as I say. So kind of just loosening up what feels good. Okay, this feels good for me. Coming back. Now you're going to take your right hand to the center and take your left hand and open up with a twist. Using your breath, repeat that movement. So deep breath in. When you get here, exhale. Sorry, deep breath in on the way down. Exhale on the way out. Just moving that spine in the twisting motion. And now this time you're going to come out and you're going to come through and thread the needle. Watch me if you've never done it. Again, like I said, it's for complete beginners. So my arm's coming through. The side of my head is on the ground and my front hand is straight, thumbs in the air. Okay, so I'm getting a shoulder stretch. Head is on the ground, reaching my arm forward. And I'm breathing here. Should feel really good. And you'll see it when we go on the other side as well. Take some breaths here. Good. Take the hand in the front back near your head and lift your head up first. Then take your arm out. Okay? Unthreading the needle. Get back into your tabletop. Check yourself out your fingers. Left hand comes to the center. Opening up with a twist on the other side. Warming up the spine. So deep breath in. It might feel good for you to just hold your twist. Maybe move it. You don't want to move in and out of it. Okay, maybe you just want to hold your twist. It's really up to you. Okay? Come on up. This time you're going to come through. Thread the needle. So my arm and my shoulders coming down. My head's coming down. My arm's going to come out straight. Thumbs in the air. And I'm stretching my shoulder, my neck. There should be no strain on your neck whatsoever. Breathe. Good. Take your hand next to your body. Lift yourself up from there. And from here, we're going to come into down puppy. So I'll give you options as we go on if you really want some more and you want to go into down dog. But down puppy is your hands are in front of you on your forearms here. Or extended down puppy, you're reaching forward with your arms, giving yourself a little bit more of the stretch in the shoulders. So whether you're in down puppy, extended down puppy, or if you just want to kick right into a downward facing dog, up to you. Now let's warm up the spine and come into a cobra here. So kind of snake yourself up and into a cobra. Legs are down, hands are next to your chest. Shoulders are back and down. You're squeezing those shoulder blades together. Breathe. Now press back into that down puppy. Or you're extended or you're down dog. If you're in a down dog, you'll have to take it down to plank and then come into cobra. If you're in your extended puppy, you're just going to come forward. And just not pressing it. So until you feel it in your low back, but you don't want to be straining. Okay, first back bends we're doing. Shoulders are backing down. Remember, we're going gentle. But you can kick it up a notch if you want. Totally up to you. You guys know how. Breathe and come on back up onto your tabletop and let's do a couple rounds of cat-cow. So check out your knees, check out your body, cores engaged. Drop your belly. Deep breath in, look up. Now go through your own breath, following your cat-cow. You do the flow with a full, complete deep breath in for cow and a full, complete exhale for cat. And keep going. One more round wherever you are. Come to a flat back. Sit back on the knees. And then take it to a child. So with child, you either wide leg or knees together. And bring it up to tabletop. One leg's gonna come out behind you. Makes no difference which one. Now let's bring it up and in, knee to nose, okay? So your nose doesn't have to touch your knee. Okay, we're just gonna do that a couple of times. Because what we're gonna do is bring it through after this one. Use your core. This time, straighten it out and a deep breath in. You're gonna bring the foot all the way through. If it doesn't come all the way up, just use your hand. Now you're in a low lunge, right? My low lunge, my knee's never traveling over my toe. You guys know that though. Deep breath in, stay here, getting a good stretch in the hip flexor. Hands can come to heart, hands can come up overhead. Hands can stay on your waist, okay? Your choice. Now, taking my left knee's up. So the opposite hand, my right hand's gonna come to the mat. I'm gonna twist here. And breathe in my twist. So I'm getting a nice stretch in my hip flexor here. My knee's not traveling over my toe. And I'm going through a flow without all these down dogs and tons of planks. We'll add some stuff. Coming down, speaking of plank, take your front foot to meet the back. And you can do a knee down plank, okay? To you. Push through your heels. My body's parallel with my mat. Pushing away from the mat. I'm going to take a wide legs child's pose. You can keep your knees together if you want. And then I'm going to roll up and curl up into a baby cobra here. Shoulders are back and down. So you can see, if you've been doing these sun salutations, how you can modify them really easily. Good, coming back up to your tabletop. Okay, opposite knee. So check out your fingers. Opposite leg from last time is going to come up. Let's do a couple knee to nose. Straight back, knee to nose. Straight back, last one. And then this one, you're going to bring it back. You're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to bring the foot all the way through into your low lunge. Check yourself out. Get a nice stretch of that hip flexor. Okay, and move forward as much as you want. Just always watch that knee. Okay, hands wherever you'd like them today. If they're not already down on the mat, take them down. On my left hand, because my right foot's on the mat, so my left hand's going to come. I'm going to twist the other way. And breathe. I'm going to take my hands to the mat, step my front foot to meet the back into plank or knee down plank. Sit back on my heels, then take it to a child's. Or an extended puppy too. You can do these. Up to you. Get a bigger chest stretch here. And then slinking through into your baby cobra. Or if you're ready, if you want it, big cobra. Good, now come on, push back up to a plank. So that can be a knee down plank, upper body strength here. And let's take one chaturanga just to see the difference between breaking it up. So knees can be down or up. Come forward on your toes, elbows tucked all the way or halfway. Looping through into an up dog or all the way down into baby cobra or legs down. Big cobra. Your choice. Tabletop to child or turn the toes under and just take a down dog. If it's your first one, paddle it out. If you're not feeling down dogs today, don't. If you're really feeling them, go through the video again and just add them in. Hands just dangling. Good. Now I'm going to take a knee, and I'm going to go into a seated twist. So more twisting, but seated. So a couple options here. You can have your legs crossed. You can have one leg out, one crossed over the other, or you can keep one knee crossed, take the other one over it into a big twist. So legs straight, seated, or big twist here, whatever you're feeling today. Get tall and deep breath in. Exhale, twist. So a good suggestion for this, if you're going to save the nidra for later, you could run through this whole thing twice, and you'd have a nice, it would be about a 45-minute flow. So you would just, when we get to the end of it, just repeat it all over again. Noticing if there's any difference on each side. Feeling the twists today, okay? Getting out and squeezing those organs out, just getting our bodies moving. Feels good. Now you're going to take it down onto your back from there. Give yourself a hug, bringing the knees into your chest. Shoulders are back and down and relaxed as best you can. You're bringing those knees in. And breathe. So maybe you want to rock back and forth. Maybe you want to go in circles. Whatever's going on, just listen to your body. Deep breaths. Now, take one leg, extend it. Keep the other leg in, trying to keep the shoulders back and down. Both feet are flexed and active. Legs are active. Deep breath in on the exhale. Maybe that leg can come a little bit closer to the chest. Maybe not. Okay, we're not straining or stretching beyond our wall or our edge. We're just seeing what happens if we use the breath. Good. Other leg comes in. Both feet are flexed and active, shoulders back and down. Deep breath in on the exhale. Maybe you bring that knee a little bit closer to your body, maybe not. Good. And then here, just grab the other foot. Toes are going to come on the big toe, going into happy baby. So you haven't worked on hips, so if you want the hips, just big, open, wide legs, and then just put the heels towards the glutes, and you'll feel that hip stretch. Okay, and you can go with that. If you're not in the mood for hips and you don't want to do them, you can rock back and forth. Whatever feels good to you in this happy baby. Awesome. Wherever you were, whatever you were doing, release it. And then we're just going to drop one leg off to the side, give it a twist here. Supine twist. My hand is here assisting. It doesn't have to be. I just ended up that way. So again, just that's what my body authentically did. And you guys got this, so whatever feels best. Other side, dropping the leg off to the other side. Maybe you want your hand there, maybe not. Face is soft. And we're going to bring this into a bridge. So the feet are as close to your glutes as you want them to be. Shoulders are back and down. You're going to press into your feet to press away from the ground. So you're going to press into your feet, lifting your body up. If you have the flexibility and you want it today, you can link your hands underneath you and bring the shoulders underneath. Remember, if you don't let those glutes go, they're going to take over. They're going to do 90% of the work. So tighten the glutes up and then let them go so you know they're not doing it. Unless you have a bad back, leave them, let the glutes do the work. Engage the core. And then pretend like there's a block between your knees that I'm going around and asking you to squeeze. So now we're really engaging things. And just be careful of those bossy glute muscles. They'll sneak up on you, okay? If you'd like more, if you're like, all right, I'm going to kick it up, one foot. That leg was up, other leg. Always ways for you to modify. Unravel, roll down, bring your knees in. We're going to do it one more time. Deep breath. Good, and again, so feet are as close to your glutes as you'd like them to be. Kind of feel that out. Maybe you felt it out last time. Low back's pressed into the mat, and then you're going to push towards the mat with your feet to push away. Your version of your bridge. Just don't let those glutes take over, and see if you can squeeze those knees together. Breathe. If you want more, feel free to lift one leg up. Feel free, sometimes I see people do these, kind of opening up the hip. Lots of bridge variations. You can start to play with things. See what feels good. And unravel, release. Grab your knees in, give yourself a hug, rocking back and forth. Stay there. Ending here with a nice inner thigh stretch, so putting the feet together and then just dropping them on the mat and letting gravity take over. So kind of yinning this one. Hands are relaxed, low back pressed into the mat to not strain it. And if your body's like fighting you, tensing up, just tell it to relax, keep with your breath. And eventually that muscle that's like, oh, why are we sitting like this? We don't sit like this. We'll start to let go with time. We're not forcing it, we're letting gravity do its work. And just breathe. Now's a good time to get your breath back to normal. Get your heart rate. It'll regulate itself by letting here. You can stay here as long as you want. Just remember when you go to bring your legs together, they're going to feel really heavy because gravity has taken over. So feel free to stop and stay there. That feels really great. When you're ready, we're going to go into Nidra. So if you're not doing Nidra now and you're going with this flow, just bring it on up, and I won't close this practice. You never want to walk away from your mat without sealing your practice. It's a kind of an open, your body's like, wait, what just happened? So you don't have to go into a full Shavasana. Just take a moment here to be silent. It's a good time to scan your body. And namaste. So tons of options. You can play that again. You can pause it, and then we're going to go into Nidra. You can stop it and go into Nidra later, whatever you'd like to do. But for now, I'm going to close this gentle. I'm going to grab some comfy stuff, and you won't see me again. You're just going to hear my voice.